I deal only with truth and facts in my attempt to urge people in power to be accountable and responsible to the people they are paid to be accountable to. Is that too much to ask? The sole purpose of this movie is to alert senior citizens and families and friends of seniors to the quiet potential theft of their nest egg of senior citizens by so-called trusted banks. View this movie to the end to learn how to stop banks from cheating you, because as seniors we are not as stupid as many corporations would like us to be. 43 years ago, in October 1980, I purchased 60 ounces of gold as my nest egg to fund proper caregiving in retirement, which is not included for targeted senior citizens under our failed health system in Ontario, under the Ontario PC government. I purchased this 60 ounces of gold in October 1980 from the BMO Bank in Scarborough. During the 43 years, I often wondered why they did not even send a statement or acknowledgement of having my gold on file. I wondered if it is wishful thinking that I would do what many seniors do, which is to keep such documents in an old shoebox to be forgotten by many seniors, but remembered by BMO as a financial landslide to them. Several times I successfully tried to cash in, but this time I took a witness to accompany to the BMO, and I explained everything in detail. They said they could not help me, and I would have to go through to my local bank. So off I went to the local bank, the TD Canada Trust. I described the issue in complete detail, and I was sounding like a broken record, but friendly staff there told me I would have to go to the Bank of Nova Scotia. So off I go again, this time to the Bank of Nova Scotia. But the friendly staff said they could do nothing for me, but they referred me back to the Bank of Montreal. Off I go again to the BMO, as I sounded like a broken record. I repeatedly explained in minute detail of my cash and the 60 ounces. I soon realized I was being made a fool of on a planned merry-go-round. The young gentleman broke the news to me with the comment, "Oh, we don't do that anymore." My God, I felt like a victim of a street thug. I decided to give up and instead publish this movie in the hope that it will shame these white-collar workers into behaving at least some level of compassion and decency. Wrong again. Perhaps all banks, not just the BMO, prey on seniors. Maybe seniors just throw their gold certificates in a boot box. But everybody forgets about that, even the seniors, but not the BMO. It turns out to be a landslide for them. Therefore, they assume they can continue to prey and help on helpless seniors. I worked 16 hours a day and planned and sacrificed to provide for my retirement, only to have it swept up by BMO. Have other banks behaved innocently like accomplices? By not at least contacting BMO on behalf of the victim, they just kept telling the victim where to go. So does the Ontario PC government under Premier Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau, who should do more to protect senior citizens from such intended skullduggery. Scammers continue getting rich through telephone and email scamming. At election time, should politicians who stood silently as this tragedy of injustice went on, should they be voted for at the polls or voted out of office? Instead of putting your foot down, I say boot them out. When white-collar workers or crooked politicians break the law, it's okay. They just walk their way to the bank in freedom. But if it's working people, you can bet your life you're going to be arrested, charged, and go to jail, or pay a huge fine. Why? So BMO now has possession of the gold that I purchased, worked hard and paid for, but they also have control and possession of the cash. Wow, it's winner take all. For confidentiality and security reasons, I have concealed the signatures of the two persons at the bank, and I have not disclosed the full number on the gold certificate. For feedback, comments, and suggestions would be gratefully received and faithfully applied to email stop.abusingseniorcitizens@yahoo.com. But can banks really be trusted?